Here it is. Transformation Thursday, and this entire week has been featuring champs that are right in here where you can get a hold of them. You can catch them right here within our community, right? Today, we happen to have a dear friend of mine, Wendy, who was a champ the same year that I was in 2022. And there's nobody that teaches any better than Wendy. I tell you what, heart as big as the whole outdoors, but boy, she comes in tight. She comes in tight. So, Wendy, I so appreciate your coming on today and giving your heart. Share what you believe they need to hear at this point. I trust you, girlfriend.
Oh, well, thank you, Pam, and thank you for having me back. I just love the community. The 55 plus is where it's at, getting to meet new friends and reunite with a few old ones, and love following everybody's journey. But now I just happen to be, I'm so happy I'm able to join you because our electricity's just coming on. We were in the thick of the hurricane. It came to say hi to us, and it knocked out, power, gave us a little extra water in the house that we weren't looking forward to, and it brought back memories to 2 years ago when we had really, really bad Hurricane Ida came through and took our roof, and we were down to concrete slab, and some walls, basically some frames. Uh, it was really something. But the lesson learned from that was I was prepared. How do you get prepared to lose everything? Well, you don't. But when you come from a place where you feel like you've lost everything, or you feel like you have nothing to offer, right? You become broken. So you have to rebuild, and you rebuild from the inside. And once you see your value and your worth, you recognize that, and you start working towards that, you can prepare for all of life's storms, right? And so that's what I learned. In Hurricane Ida, if I'd have been my 320-pound self on a cane, I would have been in the way big time. I may have even not made it because we had to duck and dodge. We were wearing helmets. We had big blue totes catching water, trying to dump it out. And this was in the middle of the night, pitch dark, no electricity. You don't have a roof. But I was able to handle it. And then after that, still participate in the Positively Unstoppable Challenge. Nothing stopped me. I would work out on cement, on slab. It didn't matter the time. And we all were staying in one room. So everybody supported that. So what I guess my message is, the comparing of the two is you have to be prepared. But in order to be prepared, you have to build yourself, because no matter what you've been through, something else is coming. Something else is coming. You count on that. But the difference is how are you going to be prepared for it? How are you going to respond to it? And how are you going to embrace it? No matter how hard it hits you, how are you going to embrace it and grow from it? And I think that's so important. And the other thing to get you through, no matter when or what, is have fun. Have fun. Have fun. But life is about, we were born to live, right? We're not living to die. We were born to be alive. Why be stagnant when you're born to be dynamic? I love martial arts. And so I compete with a bow staff. And I just started learning that at the age of 52. So now I'm a little bit older, a little bit more experienced. I'm learning tricks with it. And so I get up and I twirl my bow staff, and I twirl the broomstick. And it's something new for me. And it's keeping me sharp. It's keeping me on my edge. And it gets me through the day. Instead of worrying about all these water boards and planks everywhere, I'm like, maybe I can get down and plank with the water planks, But just get through it and know that as long as you're prepared in here, up here, in here, you gonna make it.
Ah, Wendy, I'm telling you what, you are such a warrior. You are such a warrior, girlfriend. And if you hear her say have humor and everything, she's probably the funniest friend I have. As a matter of fact, her humor is so pointed sometimes. I'm like, is that a joke now? It's like, oh, that's a joke. Because
Oh, you mean when I'm talking about you? No, no, not jokes.
she's so slick, they just come in, you're like, joke. Ah, oh, you're so great. And you're the way, so what you just took on, the karate, it's karate, right? That was a goal you'd had for a long time, right? But with your weight loss, you were able to start that goal, right?
Right. I promised myself if I lost 100 pounds, I would pursue that passion I always wanted to do since I was a child. And sure enough, I lost 100 pounds, walked into the martial arts studio, and been at it for the past almost, well, 3 years. 3 years. So I love it. But that just shows it's never too late. It's just like I love to juggle. So now I want to get better at juggling. So I practice my juggling. And um, I'll play a game of pitch and catch. I like to play board games. I like to win though. So if I flip the table on somebody, I can't help it.
So funny. And then, so, but additionally, you had another dream that you achieved this year as well, right? Because you had always wanted to have a radio type broadcasting thing, correct? Tell me.
Oh, WANT, you want it? We got it. Oh, that's just a shared dream I had with another champ, another one of our co-champs, the great Penn Doers. And we established a radio station because we just wanted to offer a voice for the little guy, right? We're that little ant climbing up the tower. We're maybe small, but we're strong and we're mighty and we can accomplish all things. And we invite everyone on. So if you want to be featured on Want Radio, come hang out with us on radio, or have a particular song you want to hear, just reach out. Let me know. I'll be happy to get you on.
Yeah. So see, you guys, when we say age is just a number, Wendy is just now moving into two pretty hefty goals that you had, Wendy. And you're not letting your age determine that it's too late to start these goals, right?
No, lifelong dreams. I always thought I would be like Barbara Walters, right? I wanted to be in communications, broadcasting, all of that. I went to college and had scholarships for that, and just didn't go that way. But just because I took a different route didn't mean I didn't wasn't still chucking along the right path. So that's why I embrace everything that happens, because it's got me to where I am. And where am I? Living some of my dreams. Yes. And at martial arts, at best, I'm mediocre, but I try so hard and I have so much fun doing it. And I love the challenge, and it's something I've always wanted to do. So why not? Yeah. Why not do it now? Past half a century don't mean nothing. It just means we can go in a little bit, one eyebrow raised up, and be like, yeah. we don't have to go in so foolishly. We can just waltz in a little bit more confident. Yeah. Knowing.
Well, so you have those goals too, but it has to be said. So you have lost a tremendous amount of weight, but it has to be said, you should see the food that Wendy makes, because Wendy, you have that what is New Orleans style food choices. So nothing you eat is bland, right? You've learned how to make food phenomenal, right?
Oh, you just got to spice it up. It's like life. You just got to spice it up. Have a flavorful dinner and a flavorful life, You just spice it up and you experiment and find out what you like. And for me, it was doing some research on like healthy spices, healthy herbs, and who knew it tasted good too? Like, turmeric, however you want to say it. It makes everything yellow. So now my dish is golden something, and it's healing, and it makes you feel good, and it tastes good, for example. But yeah, no, we got that Creole Cajun combo out here. So it's all good always.
So I must ask, so for the food journey, do you pre-prep some of those amazing meals that you do? Or are you one that every single day goes in the kitchen and makes something different?
Ah, no. See, meal prep, that's called leftovers. All right. That's all that is.
For me,
I put it in the pot where I cook it in. That's the pot I serve it out of. That's the pot that goes back in the refrigerator. That's the pot that gets pulled back out for your meal prep. You know? So no, I'm in there every day. I like a little variety. It doesn't say that I wouldn't be using some of yesterday's stuff, come up with something because it's all creative. And there's a science behind all that stuff, but it can be fun. And I find that organic and whole foods, they just taste better. And once you detox from all the sugars and all the crap, you don't crave it anymore.
yeah. I really should put the link to your video in this thing today. That link where was it a McDonald's drive-through or something you were going through? Was it McDonald's?
Yeah, it was McDonald's. My sausage biscuit breakdown.
It's the best thing ever. I must put that link in. Nobody says it like you do, Wendy.
Yeah, well, that was a rough one. That was a rough one. It's because I didn't have a kitchen. I didn't have a kitchen to cook in because the hurricane took it. So I had to come up with ways to cook, So we got a little Bunsen burner grill outside, and I'd go out in the back and cook and do what I had to do. But yeah, I was having a breakdown over a sausage biscuit. I still have my sausage biscuit moments. I ain't gonna lie,
You're so transparent. If everybody was honest, Wendy, we all have those moments that it's like a certain food thing is just calling us out. And when we get near it, we just feel like, wait a minute, what am I doing next to this thing? I have no business being next to this thing, right?
Well, it's comfort.
Yeah.
It's comfort. And I've often said it, you can't drink a fifth of whiskey or shoot up a bunch of heroin at the dinner table and people not think something's wrong. But you can stuff yourself. You can pull up to the buffet and everybody thinks that's okay. So it's another poison that some of us have had a lifetime of, using it as comfort, joy, stuffing down emotions. So you got to come back to reality and start feeling the feels. And that's how I did it. For every pound I dropped was a past issue I had to face or a person I had to forgive, which was really the big thing. Once you start forgiving people and forgiving yourself, whoo, sweet freedom. There ain't nothing holding you back at that point,
Yeah, it is kind of all interconnected, isn't it? It isn't just about weight gain standing alone.
No, it's the whole thing. And that's why, and it was the challenge that taught me to link all these things together, for me to sit back and reflect. Because I know some of y'all are going through the submission process. Some of y'all are thinking about it. You got to do it. It's part of the journey. It's the hardest part of the challenge, but you got to reflect back, celebrate all of your victories, celebrate you and your commitment to yourself. Celebrate that. Things, if you didn't hit all your goals, well, reflect, reconnect, grow, learn. But whatever you do, submit, because your story may inspire somebody. It is selfish to not submit because we're in this together. And if there is just one person that can identify to your story, then you've served your purpose, right? We all have that purpose. We were all born, we're connected some kind of way. And it's to be that person that either can relate or to let you know you're not alone or to let you know you can do it. But we're all in this together. So time to submit.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys, hang on, follow Wendy. I'm telling you, she's the best friend you'll ever ask for. I kid you not. I know she would give her shirt off her back to anybody. And she really does look to serve. Wendy, you always inspire me how much you love on people all the time. I know you personally call lots of people and you personally do a lot of stuff. You don't just sit in the crowd. You are a take charge, change people's life. I'm there for you kind of girl. And I can't even say enough about you. I just adore you.
Oh, well, thank you, Pam. Thank you. Oh, I do that stuff because I'm selfish. It makes me feel good. It feels good to do good,
And
right?
yes, it does.
You know, I'm no saint. I'm just as selfish as they come. So yeah, get out there and do something good for somebody else. That's the best thing you can do for you.
Exactly. Well, love you tons, sweet friend. We must have you back another time though, okay?
Well, thank you. Thank you. I
Love
appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.